At one point, my dojo was the largest in Austin, Texas, but I didn't know anything about business. I knew about my mission. I was meant to teach. And when I got the first taste of teaching, I was hooked. And that was my life. So I also knew, though, if you're going to teach, you better also walk the talk. And I started to teach not just like the traditional karate and like forms and things. I wanted to know it translated to protect yourself. So I started wearing these suits, these high-intensity suits where people could hit, but it didn't hurt. You felt it, but you could keep going. And my body took a beating, but I'm here to serve, man. Let's just show up. And I was using my meditation to cut the feelings of pain in my body. And one day, I'm teaching a self-defense class, and I'm showing these ladies this like knee elbow strike. And I put my leg down, I go to the next group, and I just fell on my back. And it was so much pain shooting through my spine. And I've been hit. I mean, I've been kicked in the head, I've been kicked in the face, I've been punched, I've been choked. You name it, I always get back up. Not this day. I couldn't get up. They carried me out of my dojo, carried me out, and for months, I couldn't even get up out of the bed. And I wasn't healing. WTF, what is going on? Like, why? I'm getting scared now. So I'd show up to the dojo once I could start standing a little or sitting. I had big pillows all the time. But I'd sit in front of my class and I'd teach with words. I learned to articulate very well. And I'd use my best students to take my words and tell them how to move and all of that. And then I did it for as long as I could. I started losing students. You can't keep it up.
I had noticed he wasn't able to participate in a lot of things. Lots of people were talking about what is he going to do. Because he was so restricted in movement. He wasn't the same person. And I was sitting there with my friends and I see his Jeep pull up. So he tried to get out and he tried to walk to get the handrail to get to the pool. And he was trying to go on the steps and he couldn't. He literally had to turn around to try to use the handrail to get back to his car. He could not even walk just to the water. And the only place he could move at that time was in water. And I have never felt so compelled to anything in my life. And we were close friends, but not close enough for me to, I got up, I left away the friends and I just walked up to him and I said,
I'm so sorry this is happening to you. See, she knew me as the athlete. I danced in her dance classes. I danced in her performances. I learned that art from her. And she sees this guy broken. And she said, with tears in her eyes, this isn't your back pain anymore. It's ours. And she meant it. She was all in. From that day forward, and I don't know if you've ever felt this, where you're at the end of your rope and you just don't have anything left and you don't know what you're gonna do. And then you get that breath of fresh air. You get that angel shows up in your life, that thing, that mentor, that hope. And she was my hope. And she gave me energy and kept me going.
After that, we became more than friends very quickly. And I stepped into just making it my purpose in my life we could find the solution. We can get over this. And still years went by and we tried massage, of course, chiropractic. We tried everything. Even we flew to Beverly Hills and had surgery, and even that didn't help.
My bills are piling up, got a lot of medical bills. And I'm feeling really bad about that. So if you've ever hit a dark night of the soul, I'm about to hit it. And I'm on the floor trying to get from my bed to the toilet, and I can't get on the toilet. And that's it. I'm done. I'm done. And this scared me more than anything's ever scared me. I'm thinking about how I'm going to exit. I don't want to hurt my family. I don't want to do this to my friends. I just want out of the pain, you see? But I don't know. I've tried everything. It's like almost 5 years now. This is crazy, right? But I'm talking to God now, and I'm making a deal. If I could be healed, if I could be shown a way through this, I'll do anything and everything I can. if I could tap into that energy and be healed, I will dedicate the rest of my life, not teaching people how to fight, although that's beautiful, to help them protect. It will help them heal. I'll help them get out of pain and suffering. And I find myself, maybe 2 weeks, in front of Whole Foods, park my Jeep, put the handicap sign up, hobble over to a bookstore, and I see a flyer. I see a sign, Energy, Art, Qigong Workshop. I'll try anything. I'll go try this Qigong thing, because I heard like there's some magic stuff there. So I go to this guy's workshop, and I'm on the ground learning Qigong and doing these things. But truth be told, I felt something. I already knew how to meditate, but I felt energy in my body in a new way. And so I did private lessons with him, and I learned this ancient art from him. And I would go every day to Sabrina's little dance school, and I would move the Qi, and I would learn to put these moves together, and I could make it my own. And I did this for months and months and months. And I left the studio, went upstairs, and I laid on Sabrina's bed. And I was actually just in my heart grateful, man. I was just grateful that I'd found a path, I was feeling energy, life was good, I'm working it. And something about being in gratitude creates a vibration for magic. And I took an image that my brain had seen watching What the Bleep of these beautiful little golden molecules flowing from the brain. And I just sort of was laying there. And I imagined that I was in a riverbed and this water light came together and flowed through me. I'm visualizing, and I had many shots and things in the surgery, and so this was all like knotted up and tight, and my leg was shorter, I couldn't even feel the bottom of my foot. And I felt this like tingling in this knot. It felt like an energy cyst, and all this tingling. I'm like, what? And then it shot out through the cyst, down into my leg, all the way down to the bottom of my foot, and I felt my foot tingling. And I'm like, oh my God, oh my God. But it was the happiest tears because I knew in this moment I could be healed. Somehow I unlocked the flow of the energy, and this thing that had been blocked for so long, I was just so ecstatic. And I tell you, man, that changed the game because within 2 months I was back in my dojo teaching.
We decided to start making DVDs and CDs, and we knew nothing about it. We just filmed it, tried to sell it, and nobody bought it because we didn't know what we were doing. I didn't have computer skills. I learned how to do Photoshop and how to write copy and how to do emails. And when we started sharing, others started having healings, and other people started having insights into their psychology and how their thoughts were affecting their body. And that just started growing and growing. And so we learned how to do everything ourselves. So then that's sort of what exploded into us helping others who had small businesses or maybe just a brick and mortar business take an element online or add something to what they were doing, or sharing with other coaches, teachers, healers, yoga teachers, and dancers how to expand what they're doing. Knowing that people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it, and how quickly that changes their business, how quickly that brings their tribe to them, right? Instead of everybody's chasing, looking for customers, looking for clients. But I always feel like if you just sing your song and then look around, whoever's tapping their feet, that's your tribe, that's your person, and they'll come to you. If you keep singing and dancing your song, they will come. We started live streaming before Facebook Live existed, and we got to connect with people. So we started teaching together, people all over the world tuning in through live stream, and that felt so exciting. It was so fun for us to genuinely be ourselves without following, there's no template, no script. Just say what authentically from a place of alignment I'm called to say. And that was really fun, and that was our song, and boy, people started tapping their feet. And the room, the virtual room, became full of people who were like, I want more of this, I want more of this. And that's when our business really took off. And from that group that loved being in our classes, our energy classes, mind, body, spirit, we noticed that probably half of them were also small business owners. And then they started asking for our help with their business, and that's what launched really the leg of our business that we call the love-based business, where we're helping others get their message out. Because we feel if you have a message, if you have a gift, it's just your responsibility to share it. You're worthy of love for no reason at all, But if you have a gift, because we do have this day, share your gift.
So we found a way to take all those years of figuring out that online and bring it to them. Now they're doing it, and it's awesome. That's the deal with the divine.